JKR അക്കാഡമിയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സ്വാഗതം. ഡിവിഷണൽ അക്കൗണ്ടന്റിന്റെ പരീക്ഷ നാളെ നടക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ റിവിഷൻ ക്ലാസ്സുകളാണ് നമ്മൾക്ക് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. രണ്ടാമത്തെ റിവിഷൻ ക്ലാസ് ആണ് ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ്സിലേക്ക് കിടക്കാം. ആദ്യത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നോക്കാം. വാട്ട് ഈസ് കോസ്റ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്? വാട്ട് ഈസ് കോസ്റ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്? കോസ്റ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് ഈസ് എ ബ്രാഞ്ച് ഓഫ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് focused on collecting, recording, classifying, summarizing and interpreting costs associated with the production of goods and services. It provides information for management, decision making, cost control and performance evaluation. What is cost accounting? Cost accounting is a branch of accounting focused on collecting, recording, classifying, summarizing and interpreting costs associated with the production of goods and services. It provides information for management, decision making, cost control and performance evaluation. അടുത്ത question. What are the main objectives of cost accounting? What are the main objectives of cost accounting? The primary objectives are, first one, to ascertain the cost of products or services, to provide information for cost control, to assist management in decision making, to determine the selling price of products, to measure and improve efficiency. What are the main objectives of cost accounting? The primary objectives are to ascertain the cost of products or services, to provide information for cost control, to assist management in decision making, to determine the selling price of products, to measure and improve efficiency. അടുത്ത question. What is the difference between cost accounting and financial accounting? What is the difference between cost accounting and financial accounting? First one, cost accounting. Cost accounting focuses on internal users, provides detailed cost information, may not follow strict accounting standards, and is often used for planning and control. അതാണ് കോസ്റ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്. അടുത്ത് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്. ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് ഫോക്കസസ് ഓൺ എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ യൂസേഴ്സ്, ഇൻവെസ്റ്റേഴ്സ്, ക്രെഡിറ്റേഴ്സ്, പ്രൊവൈഡ്സ് summarized financial information, must follow GAAP, IFRS and is used for reporting the financial performance and position of a company. അതാണ് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്. അപ്പോൾ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ ഡിഫറൻസ് ബിറ്റ്വീൻ കോസ്റ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് ആൻഡ് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് മനസ്സിലായെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. വളരെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ടതാണ്. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Define the term cost. Define the term cost. Cost is the amount of expenditure, actual or notional, incurred on or attributable to a specified thing or activity. It represents the resources sacrificed to achieve a particular objective. Cost is the amount of expenditure incurred on or attributable to a specified thing or activity. It represents the resources sacrificed to achieve a particular objective. അടുത്ത question. What are the different elements of cost? What are the different elements of cost? The three main elements of cost are, first one, material. The cost of raw materials and components used in production. Second one, labor. The cost of wages, salaries and benefits paid to employees involved in production. Third one, expenses. Other costs incurred in production and operations which are neither material nor labor. Example, rent, utilities, depreciation. അടുത്ത question. What is the difference between direct cost and indirect cost? What is the difference between direct cost and indirect cost? First one, direct cost. Costs that can be easily identified with and allocated to a specific cost object. Example, direct materials and direct labor for a product. That's direct cost. Indirect cost. Indirect cost, overheads. Costs that cannot be easily identified with or allocated to a specific cost object and are shared among several cost objects. Example, factory rent, administrative salaries. അതാണ് ഇൻഡയറക്റ്റ് കോസ്റ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് മനസ്സിലായെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അടുത്ത്, explain fixed cost and variable cost. Explain fixed cost and variable cost. First one, fixed cost. Cost that can remain constant in total regardless of the level of production within a relevant range. Example, rent, insurance. However, fixed cost per unit decreases as production increases. Fixed cost per unit decreases as production increases. Next one, variable cost. Cost that change in total in direct proportion to the level of production. Example, direct materials, direct labor. Variable cost per unit remains constant. Variable cost per unit remains constant. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, വാട്ട് ആർ സെമി വേരിയബിൾ കോസ്റ്റ്? ഗിവ് ആൻ എക്സാമ്പിൾ. സെമി വേരിയബിൾ കോസ്റ്റ് ഹാവ് ബോത്ത് എ ഫിക്സഡ് ആൻഡ് വേരിയബിൾ കമ്പോണന്റ്. സെമി വേരിയബിൾ കോസ്റ്റ് ഹാവ് ബോത്ത് എ ഫിക്സഡ് ആൻഡ് വേരിയബിൾ കമ്പോണന്റ്. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, എ ടെലിഫോൺ ബിൽ ഓഫൺ ഹാസ് എ ഫിക്സഡ് മന്ത്ലി ചാർജ് പ്ലസ് എ വേരിയബിൾ ചാർജ് ബേസ്ഡ് ഓൺ യൂസേജ്. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും കാര്യം മനസ്സിലായി. എക്സാമ്പിൾ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലായി അല്ലേ? അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഡിഫൈൻ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് കോസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് പീരീഡ് കോസ്റ്റ്. ഡിഫൈൻ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് കോസ്റ്റ് ആൻഡ് പീരീഡ് കോസ്റ്റ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ, പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് കോസ്റ്റ്. Costs associated with the production of goods and are included in inventory until the goods are sold. Example, direct materials, direct labor, factory overhead. Next one, period costs. Costs that are not directly related to production and are expensed in the period in which they are incurred. Example, selling and administrative expenses. Example ഏതാണ്? Selling and administrative expenses. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, what is job costing? In which industries is it suitable? What is job costing? In which industries is it suitable? Job costing is a method of cost accounting used when unique or distinct products or services are produced according to customer specifications. It tracks costs separately for each job. It is suitable for industries like construction, printing, shipbuilding and custom manufacturing. Next, explain process costing. Where is it typically used? Explain process costing. Where is it typically used? Process costing is used when homogeneous products are produced through a series of continuous processes. Costs are accumulated for each process and then averaged over the units produced in that process. It is common in industries like chemicals, food processing, oil refining and textiles. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. What is marginal costing? What is its key focus? What is marginal costing? What is its key focus? Marginal costing or variable costing is a costing technique that considers only variable costs as product costs. Fixed costs are treated as period costs and are charged to the profit and loss account in the period they are incurred. Its key focuses is on the contribution margin, sales variable costs, and its role in decision making. Okay. Next. What is absorption costing? What is absorption costing? How does it differ from marginal costing? Absorption costing or full costing treats all manufacturing costs, both fixed and variable, as product costs. These costs are included in inventory valuation. The key difference from marginal costing is the treatment of fixed manufacturing overhead, which is included in the cost of goods sold under absorption costing, but treated as a period expense under marginal costing. Okay, next question. What is standard costing? What are its benefits? What is standard costing? What are its benefits? Standard costing is a technique that establishes predetermined costs for materials, labor and overhead. Actual costs are then compared to these standards and variances are analyzed to identify inefficiencies and areas for improvement. Benefits include cost control, performance measurement, budgeting and inventory valuation. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Explain activity based costing. Explain activity based costing. ABC. Activity based costing, ABC, is a costing method that assigns cost to activities based on their use of resources and then assigns cost to cost objects based on their consumption of activities. It provides a more accurate allocation of overhead costs compared to traditional methods that often use volume based allocation. Okay, clear ayo? Next question. What is cost control? What is cost control? Cost control involves the techniques and procedures used to regulate costs and keep them within established standards or budgets. It aims to prevent unnecessary expenditures and ensure cost efficiency. Next question. What is variance analysis? What is variance analysis? Variance analysis is the process of calculating and analyzing the differences between actual costs and standard costs. It helps identify the reasons for deviations and enables management to take corrective actions. Okay, next question. Explain break-even analysis. Explain break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is a technique used to determine the level of sales at which total revenues equal total costs, both fixed and variable, resulting in no profit or loss. Resulting in no profit or loss. It helps in understanding the relationship between cost, volume and profit. Okay. Next question. What is a cost center? How does it differ from a profit center? First one, cost center. A segment of an organization for which costs are accumulated and controlled, but it does not generate revenue. Example, production department, maintenance department. Next one, profit center. A segment of an organization that is responsible for both costs and revenues, and its performance is measured in terms of profit. Example, a retail store, a product division. Okay. Next question. What are the key techniques of inventory control? What are the key techniques of inventory control? Key techniques include, first one, economic order quantity, EOQ, ABC analysis, setting stock levels, minimum, maximum, reorder, perpetual inventory system. Last one, just in time inventory management. Okay. Next one, can a promissory note be made payable to the maker themselves? Can a promissory note be made payable to the maker themselves? Generally, a promissory note cannot be made payable to the maker themselves in its original form. This is because a promise requires two distinct parties, a promiser and a promisee. However, the maker can endorse the note to another person, at which point that person becomes the payee and can enforce the note. Generally, a promissory note cannot be made payable to the maker themselves in its original form. This is because a promise requires two distinct parties, a promiser and a promisee. However, the maker can endorse the note to another person, at which point that person becomes the payee and can enforce the note. Okay. Next question. What are the essential elements of a valid promissory note? What are the essential elements of a valid promissory note? The essential elements include, first one, it must be in writing. It must contain an unconditional undertaking to pay a certain sum of money. It must be signed by the maker. It must be payable to certain person or to their order or to bearer. The sum payable must be certain. The time of payment must be certain or determinable. It must be properly stamped according to the applicable laws. Okay. അടുത്ത question. What is the legal implication if a promissory note is payable to bearer? What is the legal implication if a promissory note is payable to bearer? A promissory note payable to bearer is negotiable by mere delivery. The person who possesses the note is entitled to receive payment. However, laws in some jurisdictions may restrict or regulate the use of bearer instruments due to concerns about transparency and potential misuse. A promissory note payable to bearer is negotiable by mere delivery. The person who possesses the note is entitled to receive payment. However, laws in some jurisdictions may restrict or regulate the use of bearer instruments due to concerns about the transparency and potential misuse. അടുത്ത question. What is a stale check? What is the implication for the bank? A stale check is a check that is presented for payment after a certain period from the date of its issue. This period varies by jurisdiction but is often 6 months or 3 months. Banks generally have the discretion to refuse payment on a stale check, as it is assumed that the circumstances of the transaction might have changed or the drawer might have forgotten about it. Clear ആയല്ലോ? അടുത്ത question. What is a post-dated check? Is it valid? A post-dated check is a check that is dated in a future date. It is not payable by the bank until the date written on it. Post-dated checks are generally considered valid, but the holder cannot demand payment before the stated date. Okay. അടുത്ത question. What is the purpose of a journal? What is the purpose of a journal? To record all transactions in a business. To record all transactions in a business. What is a ledger? A book where accounts are grouped by category. A book where accounts are grouped by category. അടുത്ത question. Which account is typically increased with a debit entry? Which account is typically increased with a debit entry? Assets. Assets. അടുത്ത question. What is a trial balance? A list of all accounts and their balances. A list of all accounts and their balances. അടുത്ത question. What is the purpose of a balance sheet? To summarize assets, liabilities and equity at a specific point in time. അടുത്ത one. What is the purpose of an income statement? To show the profitability of a business over a period of time. What is a drawing? Money taken out of the business by the owner for personal use. Money taken out of the business by the owner for personal use. അടുത്ത question. What is a contra account? An account that decreases with a debit. An account that decreases with a debit. Another question. The long-term assets that have no physical existence but are rights that have value are known as intangible assets. Intangible assets. The assets that can be converted into cash within a year are known as current assets. Current assets. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇഷ്ടമായെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നിർത്തട്ടെ. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.